Hello, people that how is are doing? I just want to share what one older person that I used to, was unfortunately dead now, sadly. Was dead a long time now. When I was growing up, I suppose they used to mind me for a while. Obviously when I was younger. When I was younger. But you know what they said to me? That there's so much evil in this world. And they said that to me when I was very young, and I still remember them telling me. And they said there will be people out there that they're trying to hurt you and try to take, try and use you for stuff. And that's true. That's one of the unfortunate things of a life. But they did say to me, about a few things when I was growing up about, abortions and, this thing and the other, these things and I think and as I said, I think the Irish people made a mistake with the abortion. I know people probably shouted at me, people voted for it, people did vote for it, and people overwhelmingly voted yes for it. And obviously, we have to, I have to accept that, because we can't just deny the people, the right. It was obviously wrong. I think people made a bad decision in voting for it, and I think we are suffering for it as a country now, because and the one thing they said to me, and this old person said to me, you know, the time you see, and I don't know what they were referring to about the virus, maybe they could see this happening before I did, but they said to me, sometime God will make the world suffer for, the crimes that we committed and teach us a lesson. That's the way to put it. God will teach us a lesson for, what we have sinned for. And obviously, when she said, the countries that are, are more, how to put it, have sinned more will suffer more. Than countries that haven't, and obviously some countries have and some countries haven't, and she said too, when you see in the churches, and she even said this is good, like this is good 10 years ago, and she said if when you go into the church and you see no holy water, or if you have no mass or nothing, the devil's got in. And that's the way she put it, and I think she is right. And I thought about this, and I thought people might think I'm crazy talking this. But she was an older person, I still have vote respect for older people. Because older people know a lot more and obviously have more sense than us young people. And obviously are more religious and know more and more spiritually connected with God and everything like that. And I do believe that she was right. I really think she was right. I think she was very right. I think the devil has got into this country and has brought this virus here. And it's making people suffer. Along with God. And I think because we see, with the churches, like in the church, in my local church, there's no holy water. The holy water is completely gone because they're afraid of people putting their hand in to get the holy water and could they contaminate the sink where you keep the holy water. And the same with candles. They're afraid to let anybody light candles or anything. They're afraid they won't let anybody sit down. They only have 2 chairs in my local church where you're allowed to sit down because they dissect you every day. And they have, there's no mass, there's nothing. There's nothing. There's no Holy Communion. The Holy Communion is suspended entirely. No Holy Communion at all. And, when she said this would happen, she said to me, the devil will get in and teach people a lesson and, bring people to hell with them. And, God will make us suffer for that. And I think God has. And I think this country will suffer a lot more because of, of the sins we have committed. And obviously with abortion, that was... And she even said it to me. This is something that, I remembered, and I never wanted really to say it for a long, long time, but thinking that she was definitely right, that there was, everybody's obviously right to life, and Ireland used to be one of the countries that used to be down, and obviously, everybody's obviously chats in life, and, and obviously killing innocent born babies, it's not the best thing to do, let's be honest. Everybody should give them the chance. The only reason why somebody should have an abortion it's because less damages the mother's health, obviously. That's something, but it's hard to know, but I think it's a sin. I think it is a sin, and I said it many times, and I campaigned against it. With abortion being implemented in this country, and I think countries will suffer. And I think in New Zealand, they decriminalised abortion, and New Zealand's going into lockdown. New Zealand's going into complete lockdown. And I think these countries that bring the abortion in, that's what made that's what made me think, and that's why this is what I'm talking about, because in New Zealand they decriminalised it, basically let them run wild with it, over there, and that's what the New Zealand government has said probably, and they're in total lockdown now, and I think it's because we have sinned. A lot of us have sinned, and some people just voted because everybody else voted. But I think we will regret it. I think we will regret it. And obviously, I'm not saying to people we should have another vote, but people probably vote overwhelmingly to keep it. But what's done is done. We can't change it. We can only learn from our mistakes, and that's all we can do. But I hope I'm wrong, and but I'm positive, and I have to say, she was a very older Paul. She was in her 80s. She knew a lot more than you and I know. She knew a lot more. She could see what was coming, and she obviously knew what was coming. And she knew God would make us suffer for these crimes. I know it might sound talking crazy, but it does make sense. And she did actually say, and this is something I actually looked into. She said to me, she showed me the Bible. She taught me a bit of the Bible. She showed me this paragraph, about abortion and about different things. Women and abortion and different things. Economies will crash, governments will collapse, and countries will go into turmoil. And that's in the Bible. That's in the Old Testament. And that's terrifying. And I looked at it, and it's in black and white in front of me. And that was then I nearly fainted when I seen that. But it kind of puts things into perspective. And with New Zealand decriminalising, and they have a bad time over there too. It does make sense. It does make sense, and it's hard for me to say it, but it does make sense that we're being punished, for our sins and for to teach us a lesson. To show us that there's still somebody above us, and there's somebody looking down at us in all times. At least I believe. Many religions don't believe there's anybody above, but I believe there's somebody above judging us, and I believe that he's judging hardly on us now, harshly on us. But we can only hope and we can pray, for God to give us forgiveness and give us another chance. But yeah, that's something I just wanted to share. I know people probably think I'm talking crazy, but I think I'm talking a bit of sense. I think I'm talking a bit of sense. So yeah, thank you for watching. Subscribe for more, and bye.